Like, you know what, it's just a bunch of other universes out there, but really it's all about the MCU. We're really focused on protecting that. Ryan Reynolds said that that's meant to be a nod to the idea that when Disney bought Fox, initially when he was pitching Deadpool movies, Marvel was mostly just interested in Deadpool himself and didn't really care about a lot of the other X-Men characters at the time. Like they just wanted Deadpool, but not all of his friends, quote unquote. So that's how the plot in the movie was born, with Deadpool trying to save his friends from being erased when his universe was destroyed by Paradox. The movie itself is like 4 layers deep with references. Like it's a reference to what's happening in real life, like he references all the Disney Fox stuff happening at the beginning of the movie and throughout the movie. Even though they're meant to be funny jokes, a lot of that is based on stuff that happened in real life. During the deleted scenes, he also makes a Chris Pratt reference saying, "I hope you're not expecting too much screen time," when he's talking to the other variants, like the other main character variants.
I hope you're not expecting too much screen time. I'm thinking Pratt and Love and Thunder and a second more.
He mentions he's thinking Pratt and Love and Thunder and not a second more. He's talking about the Guardians of the Galaxy cameo at the beginning of Thor Love and Thunder. They reveal that Ryan Reynolds called Wolverine in the yellow suit while they were filming Admiral Banana. There are a bunch of jokes that Deadpool has in the theatrical cut about the actual yellow suit itself, like, did the X-Men make you wear that? They're not your friend. Making it look like you're fighting crime for the Los Angeles Rams. There's a couple extra jokes during the gag reel where he makes a Michael Eisner reference when he's making the Kevin Feige joke about doing all the coke. If you don't remember Michael Eisner, he was the CEO of Disney before Bob Iger, who left in disgrace. Like, he left because Disney was actually doing fairly poorly as a company around the early 2000s. There are a billion more Easter eggs and hidden details that they reveal during the actual commentary, so just starting with the beginning of that and going through and hitting the really big stuff that they mention. Ryan Reynolds said that he specifically requested that Marvel put the Deadpool movie scenes from the first 2 movies in the new intro at the beginning of the film instead of waiting till the next movie, which would be Captain America: Brave New World. Because usually when Marvel introduces a brand new character in the MCU, they wait to put them in the actual Marvel Studios intro till the next movie. When they were getting ready to make the movie, Ryan Reynolds walked around with a playlist of songs that he thought would be cool in the movie, like just ideas for songs in the movies. He said that the playlist was called Logan Pool. He raises one of his big problems with the Wolverine character. This is meant to be kind of a funny problem that he has, is that Wolverine's teeth are not adamantium too like the rest of his skeleton, because technically teeth are made of bone, and all of his bones are supposed to be adamantium. They explained that the company that created the opening titles for the first 2 Deadpool movies were the ones who came up with the titles for this movie, and they call the concept of this dance pool, the dancing to the In Sync song throughout the fight. They had already planned to do the fight with Wolverine's adamantium skeleton, but not the dancing part. When Deadpool is blowing out the candles on his cake here, he also curses God for allowing Disney to buy Fox. They also explained this funny montage where they're making all the Coke references was only supposed to be for the trailers. It wasn't supposed to be in the actual final movie, but they laughed at it so much that they just left it in. So there were a lot of scenes that they just specifically made for marketing purposes. They made a bunch of jokes about why Thor was really crying and about how they're making this up as they go. Like, they didn't know when they actually shot the scene. It was just meant to be a funny moment. But eventually they'll pay the scene off in a future Avengers movie like Secret Wars, and then say that they had always planned to pay it off that particular way, making themselves look like geniuses. And even though Ryan Reynolds was clowning on himself there, Marvel actually does that a lot in real life. Like, they'll just kind of make things up as they go and then try to tie it together later with Easter eggs. Like, oh, we always planned to have it this way. He breaks the 4th wall a billion different times during the early part of the movie here, but he said he always wanted to grab the boom mic when he was breaking the 4th wall back during the first Deadpool movie, but the idea is that when they were making the first movie, breaking the 4th wall so much was kind of a new concept in superhero movies like this, so they felt like it was too soon to do it.